what's your solution for America going forward?
I mean, this is hard. I think I'm very concerned about like this deadening of conscious and also balkanization. So as we sort of self-sort, blue goes more blue, red goes more red. We're becoming like more polarized and not so engaged with one another. So, I mean, it's like staying out of your like echo chambers and bubbles. I think that's really important, like even if you have to make a conscious effort to do so. And it's not always easy for us, especially when like things get more chaotic and you get really frustrated with the quote unquote other side. So I think that's important. I also think, and this ties back to what we talked about a little bit earlier, but just sort of a grounding in reality. I think people calling it like touch grass, like go touch grass, like, because the internet's crazy. Like, I spend more time than I should on X, and it gets into your head a little bit, all of this like, pseudo real stuff if you watch a lot of news, things like that. So, making sure that you have like a firm foundation in reality and that you're engaged with your family and your community and things like that. And that's really important. And then lastly, I think individual responsibility. I'm very much influenced by the philosopher Eric Voegelin. I don't know if you're familiar with him at all. I think he's very unique. And he has, and I mentioned this to Leslie yesterday, that's why it's fresh in my mind, but he has this quote that like no one is obligated or no one is obliged to take part in the disorder of their society. And in fact, they have an obligation to resist that disorder. And so like, even if our culture is complete crap, and like everything is falling apart and like crazy stuff is going on, like all you can do, like you have yourself and you have what you can control. And like if all you can control, and I think it's maybe like a little bit of like a logotherapy thing or like a like Viktor Frankl, like if literally all you can control is your own attitude, then that's what you're going to have to do. So if you can have order in your own life, in your own mind, then that's what you're going to do. Like, even if you have no control over anything else. And I think like just that tiny little shift in mindset makes a huge difference, because otherwise it's very easy to feel like everything is out of control, that you're affected by the culture in certain ways. Like, you do have control over your own mind.